Yes, would you like a drink?
Yes, please. Shanice.
Okay. Hello and welcome all BAME members to a night with 2021 Miss England Rehema Muthamia. Before we begin, I would like to introduce members of our executive committee. Alice Minor is our founder and CEO. Kuzia McKenna is our caseworker manager and director. Joyce Mbau is our head of youth projects. And I am Shanice Katana, senior administrator. We are all very excited to have all of you here today. Over to you, Joyce.
Hello, everybody. I thought we could give a few more minutes just to allow for more people to join, and also our guest of honor, because I cannot see her. So we are trying to desperately where she is.
She's here now.
Oh, she's joined. Oh, fantastic,
Hi.
fantastic news. Welcome, everybody. Alice, do you mind going to the slides, please? I want to, my name is Joyce Mbau, as Shanice has introduced. I'm the current head of youth department. The reason we've run this event is because Rehema is one of our young people, and it's important for the rest of the young people at least to see and to know that anything is possible for them if they put their mind to it. And with everything that is happening, even with the COVID, I think the odds would have been stacked up against Rehema, but with the unity behind her from our communities, we can see that united we do stand, as the BAME logo says, united we stand, divided we fall, and people really did stand behind Rehema. And we are here just to A, congratulate her, B, so that people just have a few minutes with her to be able to, engage with her and speak to her about different things. The slides, what I will do is I will introduce BAME, let you know what our vision and our mission statements are, and I think it would be better if we project, then that way people can see what I'm looking at as well. Alice, how are we doing?
Can you see anything on the slides?
No, I can't see. No, I can't see. Just bear with me, please.
Yeah, I can see the slides now.
No. Okay, so as I was going to actually start by introducing us. So basically, we've got a presentation, a huge presentation. I do apologize. I do have a young child. I do apologize for that. Who we are? We at BAME, we are a non-profit organization, and we are here to try and help members of the BAME community to make sure that issues that affect them, we can be able to deal with them, including liaising with the UK government on things which may disproportionately impact the BAME community. We are here to build a world where everybody will feel safe, valued, and will feel equal, and there are no issues that would marginalize us. We are here to also help build networks provide role models, business entrepreneurs, mentors, heroes, and support the BAME community in those respects. And this is one of the reasons why we've got Rehema here. Therefore, we are a one-stop shop for anything that is BAME related. Can we go to the next slide? Our mission and our vision is to bridge the gap and improve communication between us and, well, BAME community and the UK mainstream. So media, government, police, you know, legislation, we're here to do that. We are here to empower and equip the BAME community and their families to be self-sufficient, to be able to help them and to avoid any pitfalls or any of the things that actually disproportionately affect them from getting either resources, things which are readily available for other communities that may not be readily available to us because the BAME community has been marginalized. And we're also here to improve the social standing by being there more cohesive, helping people with social and economic productivity within the British society, as well as helping them to build their lives. We have, I keep repeating this particular statement, is that BAME community, we have found out through research and also through our members, are disproportionately marginalized, and we are here to build that gap. To bridge that gap. So I think most of you are members of the BAME community, and if BAME Hub-UK network, and if you're not, I would encourage you to join. It's a good platform. It's a good place for you to bring up any issues or any things that you may require assistance with. We are here for you. Next slide. Oh, so that's the end for me. I thought we had more because I know we have a huge presentation, which we are happy to share with the people who've joined today, so that you can see what we, not only just this introduction, but to see what each of the departments that are represented in BAME Hub-UK can provide for you. It's not just the youth department. We've got other departments which are very informative and useful for the BAME community. Now I'd like to hand over back to Shanice. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joyce.
Okay. So it's my role now. My name is Kezia McKenna. I'm one of the directors for BAME, and I'm also in charge of casework. And it's my absolute pleasure to invite some of the people who are our local leaders in the UK and also work. I'm with BAME Hub-UK, and we will start with Rachel Walton. If you can just take 5 minutes, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Kezia. I am really honored to be here today. My name is Rachel Walton, as you've heard, co-founder of African Families in the UK, and I'm also an author of the Ambassador, Growing Community Leaders. Professor Wangari Maathai, when she received her Nobel Prize, she told this story. There was about the hummingbird. There is a forest that caught fire, and the animals ran out of the forest, and they stood at the edge of the forest as they watched their forest burn. They felt powerless and overwhelmed. This was such a big problem to them, except to the little hummingbird that declared, "I am going to do something about the fire." It flew to the nearest stream and took some water and brought to the fire, drop by drop, repeating the same exercise. The animals discouraged the bird, saying, there is no need. Drops of water will do nothing. Some of the animals that discouraged the hummingbird was like the elephants with big trunks. They asked the hummingbird, "What do you think you're doing?" The bird said, "I am doing the best I can." One of the famous and popular quotes that Wangari Maathai usually used. And I totally agree with the hummingbird. there's a difference you can make. And Rehema, I salute you because you have made that difference in our community. Rehema, therefore, I congratulations on your well-deserved success. We salute you. You are one of the greatest tapped resource representing women and girls in UK and the world at large. And my prayer is that you will be the bedrock of sustainable progress here in the UK and beyond borders, inspiring women and girls, informing them when they have a dream, they should pursue it with excellence and never to let go. And I end by quoting Israel Moore, the author of Shaping the Dream. Rehema, congratulate yourself as a good beginner. Feel proud of being chosen to begin the work at hand. Accept the work freely and get started. Be grateful. You are our very own. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I'm so glad to be part of this platform and meeting Rehema today.
Thank you very much, Rachel. That's very wonderful words. And yes, we must be like the hummingbird. Next, we want to welcome Councillor Elizabeth Kangethe. If you could take the floor, please.
Thank you. Good evening. And my sincere apologies before I start. There's some background noise where I am. I'm in a place where we have award ceremonies for women in my borough. I hope it's not so disruptive. Can I get somebody to tell me whether it's okay?
You're good. Thank you, Councillor.
Thank you. Yes, I'm Councillor Elizabeth Kangethe. I'm a councillor in the London Borough of Barking and Dagenham, a past mayor, a teacher by profession. I'm the CEO of Beacon of Hope, which is a program where we empower young people, youth and women. And I'm really, really excited. First of all, can I say congratulations, Rehema, congratulations. I mean, I don't have the right words to say how proud we are of you. 25 years. I think if I was half, if my age was deducted half, if I was that age, they would have gone for me. No, I'm only joking. I'm only joking. So Rehema, one of the things that I'm really proud of you, and I read through, you are representing both cultures. And really, that is what I have been doing as a councillor here. I don't sit here just as a Kenyan. I don't sit here as a British. I am currently a cabinet member, and I did not get that post because I'm Kenyan. I did not get that because I'm British, but I'm flying the two flags high. You are advocating for pure representation of the ethnic minorities, which is what I've been fighting for. Rehema, we are so proud of you. The diversity that you're looking for, that is what we need. I do not have words to say how proud I am of you. Michelle Obama, who is one of the people I really admire, said once that there is nothing that we cannot achieve, but she was referring to women if we unite. So look at what this BAME community is doing, this group, uniting people, getting all the Black and Asian and minority ethnic people together. This is what we need to do. Rehema, it's only us, it's only me who can be a barrier to myself as to what I can achieve. And truly, you have proved this right. You have become a role model to so many of us, not just the young people, but even the older people, showing them that with God, all things are possible. I have been following your story. We have been there, supporting you, voting for you, and really all that support that we can give. I really promise to be there to support you, to encourage our community, to be there for you. And Rehema, follow your dream. Follow your dream. With God, all things are possible. There is nothing that is impossible. When I came here, just from my village, I came from a girl from the village. No one ever knew I would be sitting 11 years now as a councillor, elected. I'm not nominated. I have to go and fight for it. No one ever knew I'll be sitting as the first Kenyan mayor in Britain, voted for. I mean, follow your dreams, Rehema. With God, all things are possible. I always like, as I end, because I know I've got that just 5 minutes, I always like using that analogy of a pineapple. If we look at a pineapple, we all know a pineapple. A pineapple has got the crown. A pineapple wears the crown so proudly. A pineapple has spikes to send off anybody trying to attack it. But when you cut the pineapple inside, it's so sweet. We love it. Rehema, be that pineapple, and especially among the young people, among the Black Asian community, among the people you represent. Walk with your crown tall, have the spikes, because there will be enemies, there will be people coming to attack you. But when we cut the inside of you, be that sweet pineapple that people can get so much from you. That has always been my desire, that people might not always be there for me, to support me, to say, you know, well done for what I'm doing. But inside, I know I've got something to offer. So on behalf of the Kenyan community, on behalf of the Black Asian community, please let's support our own. I feel like Rehema is my own daughter. My son is 27 now. So Rehema is just like my own daughter. Let us proudly support her. Let her get that Miss England crown. We can do it. Vote for her. Do whatever it takes. Let us support her. And when she wins that crown, it's not just hers, it's ours. Let us walk with our shoulders high. Let us say, you know, we've done it. And with God, all things are possible. Let us get that Miss World coming to us. And it's possible. I like what the BMA community is doing there, encouraging us, and all through, they've been encouraging us to vote for Rehema. Only you can be your own barrier. So with a few words, Rehema, congratulations, congratulations. And we are really so proud of you. Keep that pineapple analogy high. With God, all things are possible. Thank you so much for inviting me. And I'm really so proud, and we are happy to support whatever it takes, whatever else needs to be done. I'm behind you. God bless you, and thank you so much.
Wow, thank you, Councillor Elizabeth. That was fiery. That's what you call zeal. That's what you call passion. And yeah, the take home is you can be your only barrier. So that was amazing. Now, next, I'd like to invite Councillor Timothy Makofu, Kinyanjui.
Good evening, everybody. It's nice to be here. Thank you so much, BAME UK, especially Aris, for inviting me into this forum. Thank you very much, because I find it as an honor for you to have invited me. Anyway, come and meet Rehema. Rehema, congratulations, girl. You've done it. You've done us proud, I tell you, because we have set the bar so high for the next generation, even us. We actually look at you and thinking, wow, she did it. They didn't even look at your last name. Anyway, I've been a councillor for 4 years now. And the one thing that I know with this, when you prove yourself that you are good, they will not look at your last name, they will vote for you. And that's why you are here. We are celebrating you, Rehema, for what you have done. May God truly bless you and continue lifting you high. We truly believe that you're gonna be crowned as Miss Universe. The sky is the limit. From here going forward, you have really represented us in a big way. As a Kenyan community, we are so much proud of you. We are buzzing with excitement that knowing that Miss UK 2021 is a Kenyan. You know, you have come from quite far, and you didn't let anything stop you from going for your goal. We are told that, you know, that your talent will make room for you. Your gift will make room for you, because that gift you have been given by Almighty God. Use it, encourage the next generation, encourage each and every person, especially us, the Black ethnic minority in the UK and all over the world, because you'll be there. You have a platform now that you can advocate for each and every. I got a daughter, and she is so inspired. When I told her that I'm coming to meet you, she came and actually peeped through my computer and looked at you, and she was like, wow, you know, you are beautiful. I just pray that one day we will meet you one-on-one, other than Zoom. I would love to hug you, actually. Well done, girl. You have done us proud. I tell you what, may God truly bless you. That is the only thing that I can say. and may you continue doing what you do best. For us, for yourself, and for that small person out there who is not known, continue lifting that bar high. God bless you so much. Thank you so much, BAME, for the work that you're doing. Continue doing what you do. We are here to support you. You know, myself, I'm so proud of Councillor Kangethe anyway, because she set the bar, and we were like, I thought, if Councillor Kangethe can do it, why not? If she has a last name, Kangethe, I also has a last name, K, starting with K, why can't I go out there and make the change that we want to be? And that's why we are here. And God has given us that platform. We're gonna use it. Aris, continue doing what you do best with your family of BAME. And may God bless each and every one of us this evening. Continue doing what you do, right? We are proud of you. Trust me when I say that. We are so happy about what you have achieved. God bless you.
Thank you, Councillor Timothy. That was really inspiring. Like you said, we're really, really proud of you, Rehema. And you can see how far and wide you're already inspiring people. So I will hand over now to our founder, Alice, to take over.
Oh, thank you very much. Can you hear me, all of you?
Yes.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, thank you. As you have heard from Kezia, my name is Alice Maina, and I'm the founder of the BAME HUB-UK Network. It's a CIC, is a community interest company, and is a non-profit organization. I'm very, very excited today, but I'm not going to talk that much because this department is responsible for the head of youth department. And it's good to let people do their work, give them the platform, let them do their work. So I said I'm not going to talk that much, and that's why our head of department, Joyce Bao, has mentioned the PowerPoint was very small because we did not want to bring too much into what we do or who we are and all the things that we have covered before. So I did not want to do that because tonight is the night for young people and I'm so excited. So I would say again, hello everyone, and thank you very much for coming to celebrate a night with the winner of the 2021 Miss England contest, Rehema Muthamia. Thank you again for voting for her. We have already told our members and the member of public, thank you very much because they supported Rehema. So I'm just repeating again to say thank you once more for supporting and for your ongoing support for BAME HUB-UK Network, your input and voting for Rehema. You have done it. You should even congratulate yourself as well because we are here because of what you did. You voted and our other people from platforms. So I want to thank each and every one of you taking your time tonight to come and celebrate with our young lady, Black lady success. So we are so excited because of her, what she has achieved. I would like also, I would say thank you. This special thanks goes to, I don't know who they are, how they are related to Rehema, but I can see they have done quite a lot of work to promote Rehema, and I see them on our platform, BAME HUB-UK Network platform. For those who they don't know, we have the social media platform where we communicate with our members and also the members of the public. So we have a registered, we have a WhatsApp group and Telegram, and we have seen these two ladies, Monica and Lilian. I really say thank you very much for what you have been doing for Rehema, because I see all the time you posting and doing all that work for her. Thank you very much. And also thank you for the family of Rehema, because she cannot be where she is without having that social support from the family. So I also say thank you very much for the family, because they are the backbone of Rehema and the success that she has achieved so far. Thank you very much for the family. Now, as I said, I don't want to talk too much about the BAME, or what we do tonight is for Rehema and her team network. I mean, the young people and the members of the public, because of what you have done, voted for her. I would like to welcome Miss England Rehema. But before she comes and speaks to us today, I want first to congratulate her. Miss England Rehema, I could not be more excited for you, our BAME community, Kenya, and UK society as large for winning Miss England contest 2021. Congratulations and well done. Our director Kezia, or head of the department, Joyce, would you mind to unmute the members, or if you are there, everyone, please. If you don't mind, unmute yourself, and then you can give her a round of applause, please. Just to say thank you and well done and congratulations.
Congratulations.
So excited. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you all for that. And without taking too much time, I would love to invite you, Miss England Rehema Muthamia. Please unmute yourself, and the floor is open for all you. So take the welcome.
Thank you so much, Alice. Can everybody hear me well?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. So thank you so much for having me here this evening. I'm sure you've taken time out of your evening to come and have a conversation with me, and I'm so very grateful. So as you've heard, my name is Rehema Muthamia. I'm the current Miss England as of the last month. It's been about 4 or 5 weeks
Come and
now.
see this girl. She became Miss England this year. She's from Kenya.
And it's just such a pleasure to be here and with the BAME network.
You're muted.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh. Can you hear?
I think Rehema has to unmute herself.
Rehema, can you unmute yourself, please?
Can you hear me now? I think I was muted by accident. Yeah, no worries. No, I was just saying thank you so much to BAME Hub Network for all of the support that they've given me in the past few months. So, you know, as you all know, I won the Miss England competition, and that's no small feat at all. It was a very long journey. It was a year in the making, but it paid off in the end. And it's been a process, it's been a journey, but it's been absolutely amazing. And so I want to thank everyone at BAME Hub Network for supporting, getting the word out there for the Kenyan community and, you know, minority ethnic groups within England as well. Just backing me up, understanding the purpose that I have in being in the competition and where I'm wanting to go. So it's great to see you all here tonight, and it's lovely to be able to have one-on-one conversation, because it's a bit difficult in the pandemic to be able to connect with people on a social way. But this is an amazing platform, and I'm grateful for you all wanting to get to know me and find out anything more tonight. So yours for the next half hour, 45 minutes. Anything else you want to find out? Questions, answers? It's just a great platform for us to discuss with each other.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time, and thank you for being here. We really appreciate it. So now we'll go on to the Q&A session. I have some questions that I will ask you first, and then we'll just hand it on to the floor. If people could please raise their hands or enter questions into the chat, and then we'll select it that way. So I'll start with the first question. We hear rumours from the media houses and blogs that you were born in Kenya. Please, could you clarify if this is true?
No, so yeah, I don't know where this came from. I am of Kenyan heritage, my family are from Kenya, but I was born in London. So I think you know how it works with media, words someone says one thing and then it just gets spread like wildfire. But London born, but proud to be Kenyan.
Thank you. Second question is, which other group of vulnerable people will you support alongside people with domestic issues, and how will you achieve this?
Oh, I like that question. So I'm sure many of you already know, I'm currently supporting the domestic abuse cause to fight against women that have experienced it and their children too. But as of recently, as a lot of you know, there have been Afghan refugees that have been escaping the regime in Afghanistan. So at the moment, I'm working with some charities here in the UK just to be able to provide them with basic necessities, because they've left their homes, they've fled, and they're in a foreign country that they don't know anything about, and it's acclimatizing to a new way of life. So I'm very much interested in working with refugees at the moment. Right now it's Afghan refugees, but I'd love to sort of expand that with time as it goes.
Thank you. How important is it to you for you to be a role model for young women? And which advice would you give to young women struggling with confidence?
Oh, these are great questions. I think it's very important, especially, I don't take it as a small feat. You know, I'm a Black British woman. And a lot of us, I'm thinking about when I was younger, I didn't see much representation of women that looked like myself growing up. And so having the platform that I have now, I understand that everything that I say, everything that I do, everything I represent, there will be a young girl, whether that's a young Black girl, young Asian girl, young white girl, even a young boy, looking up to me and either seeing themselves or having some sort of influence in their lives. And so being able to pour into the next generation and have some sort of influence in a positive way is so, so, so important, you know, whether that's to do with education. My education background is based in the STEM field. I'm very much for advocating minority ethnic groups and women within the STEM field. Or if that's about, you know, getting to creative arts, whatever it may be, just being able to stand there and have young people look at me and want to make a change in their lives, it's so, so, so important.
Yeah, definitely. And how was your journey towards winning Miss England, and how did you balance working as a health technology consultant and preparing for the competition?
Oh, that's still something I'm trying to work on at the moment. It's been very busy. So my journey, actually, I don't know if a lot of you know at the moment, I started the journey last year in August through the All African Colours competition. And that was started by the director of Miss England, Angie Beasley, off the back of the George Floyd killing and the uprise of the Black Lives Matter movement last year. And she understood that there were minority ethnic groups, specifically people from a Black or African Caribbean heritage, that weren't being represented in pageantry. And I mean, I saw it myself, being in the Miss England competition. Diversity is increasing in comparison to previous years. So I applied last summer. I'd finished university, I had a lot of time, the pandemic was happening, I just wanted to try something new and went through that process. And I mean, it's been exactly 12 months of going through rigorous process. I think people don't really understand beauty pageants are not easy at all. They're very, very difficult. It's a lot of charity work.
Candy, could you kindly mute yourself, please? Thank you.
Yeah, there's just a lot of process going into it. And so the journey started 12 months ago and ended exactly 4 weeks ago, but it was incredible. I was able to meet women from all over the UK, get to know women from different backgrounds, different heritages, different, you know, educational backgrounds, work backgrounds. So it's been this incredible journey that I don't think I would have had anywhere else. And I think it's quite unique, but it's been beautiful. And the second question was in terms of balancing my day job. I mean, I work 9 to 5 as a health technology consultant, and I'm very, very busy in between, you know, client meetings. I'm on the phone or writing an email for Miss England. It's difficult, but it's worth it.
Thank you. Welcome the floor to have any questions, raise your hands or submit questions in the chat function, please.
I don't know how to raise hands on this, but I've got a question.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah. What did you find was like the hardest thing through your journey? Like, what did you have to overcome in order to be successful in the competition?
I like that question. I think, funnily enough, the hardest thing was what we're all going through at the moment, the pandemic. It's been a very difficult, I think it's been about 18 months now. So, you know, going through a pandemic and dealing with life that's not normal, it's something we're all trying to adjust to. And I think a lot of us have adjusted to it now. But in the beginning, it was August last year, so it was about 5-6 months that we had been in that. And you know, trying to understand the pageantry field. This is the first pageant that I've ever entered into. So trying to understand how everything works, what is expected of me, what I need to do, as well as doing that virtually through lockdowns. You know, I had to raise money for charities, but couldn't go outside. So I had to become creative and come up with all sorts of crazy and new ideas. But I would have to say is the pandemic, but I think it's something that we all can relate to. And it's something we can say that we got through. And in fact, it's made the experience, in fact, more challenging, but more rewarding, knowing that I was able to go through it.
Thank you.
Nice.
Faithful listener, funds there. I can hear in the background. Please, can you mute yourself? There is a question in the chat, which I'll just read. And it says, during your competition, did you face any insecurities and how did you overcome it? That is from Kaur.
Naturally, I think, you know, nobody's perfect. Everybody has their own sorts of ideas of flaws, insecurities, and I, for one, definitely have them. And I feel like it's heightened when you are in a beauty pageant because, you know, essentially beauty pageants are all about, well, not all about, but a lot about aesthetics, how you look, and you're judged on that. You are on a platform where people have a lot of opinions about you, whether it's what you say, how you look, what you wear, how you act. And it's difficult for anybody to be able to, you know, manage that, manage their own insecurities in a more heightened way. So ways that I sort of dealt with that was, you know, telling myself, you know, insecurities, a lot of the times they're not even anything really. It's things that we tell ourselves are true or we've told ourselves over time are true. So working through that, especially having my support system, and when I did have moments that I felt a bit down or wasn't really feeling up to it or had some sort of insecurity, I just reach out to the people that I knew loved me, wanted to pour life into me, and just help me. So essentially all of the support that I had gave me the momentum to continue in the competition and to continue going.
Thank you, that's great. There's another follow-up question. Now that there's a Miss Ireland who's also from a BAME community, have you gotten to speak to her? Have you met her? Do you know her?
Yes,
do you have a chance to speak with her? Yeah.
Yes, we. I think I won the week before she won, so it's quite recent. We reached out to each other on social media. We've got to know each other, and she seems like such a nice girl. I mean, because of life, we haven't met. We are in 2 different countries, but we are going to meet hopefully soon for some plans in the making. I think the Miss England team and the Miss Ireland team are planning on getting the 2 of us together because it's you know, to think that 2 women from African backgrounds are representing nations in the West is something that doesn't happen really quite often. Many of us, this may not happen again. And so it's just beautiful to be able to see and relate to her. But we are going to go to Puerto Rico in the next 7 weeks. So we'll meet up soon and then maybe we'll do something together and put that on social media in celebration.
That's fantastic. I'm jealous that you get to go to Puerto Rico.
You can come. I'll put you in my suitcase.
That's great. So final question, how do we support you now? What's next? What do we do?
Yes. Support, so just following the journey, you know, all the support that everyone's shown so far has been just incredible. I get messages on social media, my family get messages. Just continue thinking of me, having me in your prayers, wanting to continue to see the journey. But right now in the Miss World competition, there is a voting round. So voting has come back again. I think a lot of you are quite used to it from before, but you can download the Mobster app, which is on the App Store for anyone who has phones. And through that, you can follow my name, which is Rehema Muthamia, and just follow the journey, like the pictures, see the projects that I'm working on in Puerto Rico and here in the UK.
Okay, could you, sorry, Rehema, could you just repeat the app that we need to download, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mobstar app.
Is that available for both Android and?
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
okay. Okay.
So
All right,
Kezia,
there's a question. There's one more question, sorry.
Sorry, Kezia, can I suggest something that when we are sending out the presentation, that we also send out the link? I think that might be easier. Yeah.
That's perfect. Yeah, we'll do that. There's a question from Jane in the chat, and it says, please, can there someone please mute whoever? Do you feel that winning Miss England has equipped you with more confidence, and that Miss World contest may not be as such an uphill task, or do you feel like it's going to be more challenging?
That's a great question. The Miss England competition, I mean, definitely that was something that I've never experienced. I don't think you can ever be prepared for something like that unless you go through the journey. And having been through the journey, definitely my confidence has increased. I feel like I'm doing things that I wouldn't have been able to do before. I'm, speaking to people in the press. I'm able to go see dignitaries and politicians and, be on a platform that is bigger than just my own. And so, that was just the Miss England competition, and thinking about the Miss World competition, that is now an even higher level. This is not just a national, this is a global competition. And so it will come with its own challenges, with its own, problems or disadvantages in the negative aspect, but I see that as something that I can learn from and grow from. And it's an experience that, very few are able to go through. And I'm looking forward to go through that. Anything that I learn, anything I can grow, I'm hoping to just sort of build upon those experiences and enjoy it.
Thank you. There's a follow-up question that says, how are you preparing for Miss World competition?
Oh, yeah. A lot of preparation. If I thought the Miss England competition was, a challenge in and of itself, Miss World is definitely a heightened level. So at the moment, there are 6 different rounds within Miss World. So there is the head-to-head challenge. I'm working on my public speaking, reaching out to people in my community and within the country. So a lot of preparation in terms of practice, speech, projecting yourself, which is great, outside of the competition. It's helping me in my work life and in my day-to-day life. There's also the catwalk sessions. So how to, be elegant, how to really have a great presence in a room and stand up and stand out and be proud of yourself, as well as very many other rounds, such as the talent round. So I'm going to be dancing Cuban salsa, which I think is quite different. They're not going to expect a English girl with Kenyan heritage going to Puerto Rico to dance salsa. So there's a lot of aspects coming into that, but there's a lot of preparation, a lot of daily preparation, but I've got, I think, about 6-7 weeks left. So I'll just continue onwards and see how that goes.
Thank you very much for answering all those questions for us. I just want to share some comments on the chat from everyone is just saying congratulations, Rehema.
Sorry, McKenna, there's a couple of hands up. Do you mind giving them the opportunity to ask their questions? They've been up a while. So we've got Maya, who's had her hand up, and we've got Walter and Rachel. I think they'd like to ask a question before you go to the comments.
Yes, please. Okay, Maya, can you stop?
Hi, Rehema, and first of all, thanks to BAME for this opportunity. Rehema, we're so proud of you. And do a couple of questions for you, actually. How do you see your current role influencing the young generation? And if you're in a position to influence any, if you are in a position to influence any current government policy, what would it be?
Those are great questions. In terms of the first question, the influence I want to have on this generation is, many aspects, to be honest. I think there's a lot of aspects to me. I'm a Black woman with immigrant family coming to a Western nation. So, the first thing I'd really want to do is uplift and be representative of people coming from a minority ethnic background within England. We are a small percentage within this country, but we have such huge influence when we do have a platform to speak. And so I think it's important to have people like myself who are on the platform, such as one that I have, to be able to make a change and an influence and see people like myself and let them know that, you know, with work and determination in whatever it is that you do, you can excel to a level that you put yourself in your mind to. That would be one aspect. And then, you know, the Be to the Purpose project that I have, the charity work, I'd want to have an influence in educating young girls and young women about domestic abuse. It's not something that we speak about really socially. It's not a concept or an idea or a social issue that we have in day-to-day conversations, but so many women are affected by it, so many children are affected by it. And I think if you speak to the generation in advance and teach them about signs of abuse, teach them about healthy relationships, learning that from an early stage could really change an entire generation. Then I'd say the third aspect would be, I have a scientific background. You know, I finished my master's last year during the pandemic in genetics. And so I'd really want to advocate for young women and young minority ethnic girls and boys to get into the STEM field and education, whether that's, you know, engineering, maths, anything science related. We need to be able to be represented in those fields, especially in this country, and put our stamp and our mark within the scientific field. And then the second one was about policy. I would definitely step that back to the domestic abuse situation. I think a lot of people here do know about my experience of domestic abuse in terms of stalking, harassment, emotional abuse. And so having been through that and having been through the court system in this country, I'm seeing that the laws in this country are not upheld to the way that I believe they should be. Women are losing their lives. You know, I'm lucky enough to not have been in that situation. But as of recently, you know, a woman was killed, and it's a horrible thing to see that young women and young girls, or just women in general, are losing their lives because of situations such like that. And so if I'm able, with the platform that I have, to have any sort of influence in the judicial system and how abuse is handled or managed, I think that would be my utmost goal through the competition.
Excellent. I think we have Rachel next, who raised her hand.
Hello, my question is a similar question asked by one 11-year-old on the platform. Now, I've got a 12-year-old, and in today's world of digital, we find that children are very distracted by computers and gadgets. Now, looking back at your 12-year-old when you were 12, what would you advise a 12-year-old, and maybe in 3 points, to get to where you are as a Black child?
Yeah. No, I think, you know, looking back at my 12-year-old self, times were different. You know, 12-year-old me, that was only 13 years ago, but a lot has changed in terms of society, and everything become a lot more about social media and digitalized. And unfortunately, I believe it's become, you know, slightly more superficial or materialistic than maybe myself or others of you had growing up. But I would say to a 12-year-old young girl, I would say, you know, stand true in who you are. You are worthy, you are beautiful. Anything that you put your mind to, you can do. You know, I was always spoken into by my family a lot about, you know, education. You know, education is something that no one can take from you, and it's something that you have for yourself. And so if you work hard in whatever it is that you can do, it could be science, it could be maths, it could be the arts, fashion, whatever it is that you put your mind to and the goals that you have, keep them, have a goal, have a plan, have an idea of where you want to go, follow that through. And if you have that goal in mind, you can achieve it and no one can take that from you.
Can I ask a follow-up question?
Rachel, let's just wait for Walton, and then I'll give you a chance to to ask, if that's okay, if that's all right. Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Walter, please ask your question. Thanks for waiting patiently.
Thank you. Hello, Rehema.
Hi,
How are you doing?
I'm
Do you
very
remember
good.
me?
Yes, your face looks very familiar.
I was with you at the All African Colors in Leicester.
Ah,
Congratulations.
yes. That's yeah.
Mine is not a question. Mine is to wish you well, as I did that night,
Thank you.
and just advise you that there are many things that you come across. Just be positive and don't hear what people say. You keep the fire burning. That's all. All the best.
Thank you so much. Nice to see you.
That's great. That was wonderful, Walter. Rachel, if you can ask your follow-up questions, then I'll go into the chats again to ask the last question.
Okay, Rehema, I work with young people, and I'm guessing you have a tight schedule. Do you have any gaps in your schedule where we can invite you to speak to our young people?
Yeah, if you can just reach out maybe to Alice afterwards, or the BAME team, they can pass our details and then we can definitely have a conversation as to find out what it is I can do.
Okay, thank you very much.
No worries.
Okay, so there's a question from an 11-year-old. Councillor Timothy spoke before. His daughter wants to know what you were doing when you were 11.
Oh, I can see your face. Hello. What's your name?
My name is Bethany.
Hi, Bethany. I go by Remy. Remy is easier for everyone else. I like your question. What was I doing at 11? Oh, 11. What year are you in?
Year 7.
Year 7. Oh, that's secondary school. Okay, so I had just started secondary school, and the gap between going from year 6 to year 7 was just, it's a big gap. It's a big jump, isn't it? I can imagine. But at 11, I think I was just learning more about me, to be honest. I went to an all-girls school. I don't know if you do. Do you go to a mixed school or a girls' school?
I got to a mixed.
Okay, nice. This place might be different. But I was just, enjoying myself, being in a new environment, meeting new people, new friends, focusing on education because, year 7 is really where you start to learn the difference between, what was primary school and what is secondary school, and it sets you up. But, aside from studying and learning and making new friends, I was enjoying life. I was going to cinemas, I was going swimming, I was meeting my friends. I was just having fun and being youthful. So I would suggest, not that you've asked for my advice, but I would say, focus on your education, meet new friends, and enjoy yourself.
I also have another question for you.
Sure.
If you don't mind me asking, was there any time that you thought that you put yourself, your goals too high and you wasn't going to be who you are today?
Oh, that's a very good question. Goals too high, always. I think, I consider myself, and those that know me, a perfectionist. Everything that I do, I have to do it to the best, otherwise I feel like I've failed. But it's not a good thing. Take it in moderation. But the times that I have, I don't ever think there's anything that is too big, really. If it's something that you want, if there's something that you really believe in and you want to achieve, nothing is too big. That's more of an idea or a mindset. If there's something that you want to become or somewhere you want to go, do it. There's nothing but yourself that is stopping you.
Thank you.
No worries.
Oh, that was really lovely. Nice to meet Councillor Timothy's daughter. That's all the time for the questions. Rehema, you've been a support. Thank you so much for taking time. We really are so proud of you and congratulate you. And I just want to end this session by saying a few comments. There's a lady who just says, she's called Susan, who just says the crown looks good on you. I totally agree with her. Everybody else is just saying congratulations, we wish you all the best, and they are running behind you, and we're just so proud of you. And everyone in BAME members, we just want to say thank you once again for, you know, being behind Rehema, not because she's from us, but as a young person, and this will be a stepping stone for others. So we just want to end this event now. And before you go, I just want to congratulate another young lady who's part of our team. Her name is Shanice. It's her birthday today, so I just want to say happy birthday to Shanice.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And we are really grateful. She's one of the young people who's working so hard in BAME. She's literally giving a lot of time, and we want to thank you. And for all those young people who want to join us, there's room for you. So thank you, Rehema. Thank you, everyone who's had a chance to speak today, all the questions, and have a lovely evening. And goodbye, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you
very much. Congratulations. Congratulations. Take care. Bye-bye.
Big competition.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Our
All the
contact
best,
details on
Rema.
the slide for those who'd like to get in touch with.
Thank you for your winning the crown, Remy.
Sorry,
Congrats,
Chris, say
Rema,
something.
from the USA. Good night. I wish you all the best in the big competition, Remy.
Thank you.
All right. Okay.
Good night,
Thanks, everyone.
everybody in the UK.
Good night.
Okay. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you and thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you for a good session. Thank you. Thank you for a good session. Thank you for a good session.